So it's happened a couple of times now, so obviously there's something wrong. NSX popped the check engine light. Womp womp. Every time, for the first couple of times, it pops the check engine light and the TCS light, which makes me think that there's something legitimately wrong. But then when we scan it, because I turn it off and on, the TCS light goes away, and the only thing I have there is the check engine light, and the code for that is an O2 sensor. And that sort of makes sense, because what I've been dealing with is, and now it's because I just cold started the car, the car wants to stall when you put the clutch in when you're driving, not when you're driving like highway speed, but when you come up to a stop, the idle falls very low and it sort of struggles to hang on to idle, and sometimes it even stalls out. And the only reason for that, if the O2 sensor is sending a bad reading saying, give us more fuel, it may be dumping a lot of fuel, therefore causing the thing to flood out the engine, so to speak. So we'll see what happens. I'll drive and get a sandwich right now, which is what I'm going to do, and see if we can replicate the problem. So you didn't even notice it was so quiet. See how it fights for idle? Pull up to a light, put the clutch in, didn't even realize the car stalled. I was driving my Corvette earlier today, so like I'm used to noise, and now it's okay, this thing's like non-existent to me. Okay, well, just proving the point, you don't want your car to stall. That's like one of the worst things, is when you have to keep fighting it to stay on. But let's see when we pull up to the next light if we have the same problem. Coming up to a red light. Let's see if we can replicate said problem. That makes it much easier when you can easily replicate the problem. Now, let's see, I'm just going to prematurely put the clutch in now. And fighting for idle, I caught it. Let's see. But it dropped down to like 100 or 200 RPM and then caught it back up. But we're almost at, whoop, see? It's just not that nice level 800 to 1000 RPM idle that the car is supposed to have, and that definitely means something's up. I'm leaning towards that O2 sensor being swapped, fixing that problem, but we will find out soon enough. I don't have time to get to this car prior to my trip to Europe, but we will put that on the list of things that need fixing. It's part of having multiple cars. You have multiple problems. Having multiple problems means you have multiple bills. Having multiple bills means things just get expensive. Oh, see? Look, it's off. See if I can just saved it. That's called popping the clutch. I think that it shut it off again. Yeah, it did. Alright, well, luckily we're in a parking spot now and we're at lunch, so sort of a problem, but we'll get it taken care of. Okay, the initial startup is always pretty solid. Water or vodka. It's not always a stall out. Sometimes it's sometimes it's just a low idle and then kicks back up. Because you could feel the computer thinking like, is that too much fuel? What am I doing? I don't know, just give them more fuel. Bog. But then sometimes like, haha, take more, and then like you choke on it and the car just goes. And you pop the clutch back out if you're moving fast enough. And hey, back from the dead. It's a little clear. Sorry. Hope you kept up with that one. Alright, back to the BMW. Alright, so having multiple cars equals multiple problems. The BMW, I just got it back and it's unbroken. Like, I thought it's got a brand new clutch. It was nice. I did the video on it. Go to cold start it the next day. Go to shift into gear. First gear, grinds. And I'm like, oh, was my foot not all the way down? Make sure my foot's to the firewall. Try to go in first gear. Bzz, you hear it bumping off the transmission. So, that being said, let's go start it up and see if that problem's fixed. Either way, I'm deducing that this car needs a slave or a master, or both. And then from the comments from the other video, when this car was done, when it was missing fifth, or missing third and going to fifth, they said the shifter bushings. So virtually I'm changing everything that's not the transmission at the moment, and ideally I'm not going to have to rebuild the transmission. Let me fire this thing up and see if it replicates the problem, because that makes good video. All right, let's see what we got here. Now obviously I'm going to try to put it in first gear, but I'm not going to go forward because, you know. Oh, there you go, that was nice. Okay, well that's a good sign. Gear, nice. Third gear. Third gear. Nice. Okay, maybe it's just warmer outside today. I don't know. The problem exists. It's not happening right now. But that's what happens when you bring a car to a dealer. Am I right? Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's shaking violently. And you bring it to a dealer, like we couldn't do it. But I'm gonna send it in anyway. It's got to get taken care of. I don't want to leave it like this. Although it was just really nice. Still, everything nice. Right in the gear. Now, part of me wants to wait till it breaks again. The other part of me just wants to get the damn thing fixed, so it's trouble-free. Nobody wants the problems with their car. Anyway, thanks for watching. That was anticlimactic, I know. So like, yeah, sucks. Why am I even watching this? Like, I'm still watching. What the hell am I doing? Just roll the outro already. I'm tired. I don't want to watch any more of this shit. I get it.